friends, we're back with Catherine. We have a repeat on this violin, and I need your help. I have two questions here. One is, how do you like it? Do you like a little bit of talking first, or just lead in to start playing with the violin? We'll see who's actually watching the video. The second one is, this violin is a redo. So this is a Hermann Geiple. So here's the second question where I need your help. This violin was set up more as a soloist violin, so more on the bright end, more projecting. We've toned this down and we're moving towards more of a neutral, if not a little bit of a warmer tone with these Rondo strings. So I think we went from Eva Perazzis down to Rondo regulars with the Eva Perazzi Gold E string on here. So I just want to know, listeners, do you like a warmer violin? Do you like a brighter violin, or do you like it balanced? But that's done. I look forward to the comments, and I'll turn it over to Catherine.
So, I really want to firstly obsess over the very elegant design of this violin. I love the gold in the pegs right here. Automatically fancy. Automatically. Like, that was the first thing that my eyes drew to. And if you go down to the tailpiece, not only is there gold up here, but the tailpiece also matches the gold with the little fine tuner. It's a small detail, but to me, I feel so elegant and refined playing this instrument. It's so pretty to look at. Love this color with all of the little blemishes and just little characteristics that are all over it. But I am like actually kind of obsessed with the gold detailing. Literally obsessed. I'm a gold jewelry gal, so that's kind of what I lean towards. And so for me, if I were playing this instrument, I'd be wearing gold jewelry all the time. But enough about the aesthetic. Y'all are here for the sound. So this instrument, you know, it was quite bright before. And with the changes and adjustments that have been made, it definitely still has that brightness if you push for it with your bow. But what I really love to hear is how you can really evoke a warm and heartfelt sound out of it. It really has like the capability to kind of go from one aspect to another, from one personality to another, and can really encompass both sides, which is really, really cool. long stint of playing. I just wanted y'all to really hear just, I don't know, just continuous beauty of this instrument. So I really, really enjoy, I want to stress again, I really enjoy how you can go from a warm sound to a more brighter, aggressive sound with just the bow technique. The instrument is capable of supporting both types of sound. All it takes is just an adjustment in the bow in terms of bow placement, bow weight, and the contact. But beyond that, the instrument is capable. And it's a really, really cool thing because then it gives you, it's kind of like going from like the 8-pack of Crayola crayons, suddenly you have the 80-pack. And you have a lot more colors to paint a picture with. And it becomes a more beautiful painting because you have all of these, you know, all of these variety of colors to be able to evoke more specific imagery in the painting. Same with this instrument. You can really adjust the sound and the instrument will work with you in order to create these, you know, sound paintings, which is really neat. The instrument is incredibly comfortable to play. It has a tiny bit of a wider neck personally than I am personally used to. But I got used to it in like 15 seconds. It's really, really comfortable. The neck is very smooth. It's easy to move around. And even with, you know, I have average size hands, but I can see anybody with any shape of hand being comfortable moving around this instrument. And like I said, it's just extremely comfortable to play. I really did not feel any awkwardness or discomfort playing it. And the sound right next to my ear, it's not blaringly loud. It has a nice warm and rounded sound right next to my ear, and it's awesome. Totally a treat for yourself as you are playing your own instrument. And what I'm imagining is the sound that I'm hearing next to me is pretty much exactly what the audience would be hearing, because I'm not hearing any like muffledness. Everything is pretty clear. It has that beautiful warm tone. And then, you know, another thing, as I was playing up really high on the G string on the second piece that I played, there was absolutely no loss of sound. Completely clear all the way up. And what was really cool is that, you know, as we're trained, you know, on the instrument, or what we've been trained, is that the higher you go on the instrument, the more your bow has to come closer to the fingerboard. I was actually playing more in the middle, and the sound was still warm and rounded and projective, which is just a really cool aspect about the build of this instrument, because then if the instrument can handle having your bow more towards the middle, you can actually play around more with warm tones by playing up high and not losing any sound. Of course, going next to the bridge, it's kind of like you're turning up the gain, or you're turning up the power of the sound the closer you get to the bridge. But a lot of the times when you play too close to the fingerboard, you lose the sound, but there was no loss of sound as I was in the middle. So again, it's just, you know, hats off to, you know, the maker, and then of course to John. But just, it's such a cool thing that I discovered as I was playing, is that you can really have your bow placement freely to be able to evoke all of these different colors and tones of the instrument. So now, of course, I can talk all day about this instrument and how cool it is. You have to come and try it for yourself and hear how beautiful this instrument is in person and how lovely the sound is. Very, very beautifully made instrument, beautiful aesthetically as well. And so it's just an instrument that you have to come try yourself for sure.
Cool. And as you were talking, Catherine, thank you for dissecting everything and being able to put into words like things that I couldn't even think of. But yeah, that's amazing. The other thing I was thinking of, this violin, it does come with provenance. So the lady I bought it from, it came from her, I think it was her aunt or whichever, I can pass that information on, who actually, she was from Czechoslovakia but fleeing the country, which was probably just time-wise before the war over there in Germany. And the violin inside says Germany, it doesn't say made in Germany, which leads us to believe it was actually purchased in Europe or Germany and brought over, handed down to the aunt's descendant. It was then passed down to the son. So we have a direct line of who purchased it as well. So a little bit of provenance to come with that. I know that's important for some people, and I'm happy to pass on the name and the information along with that. So Catherine, bravo. Thank you for a wonderful performance. Listeners, I do recommend putting on headphones. I did that for the first time, and what you can hear is amazing. Case in point, right at about 4 minutes and 5 seconds. With your headphones on, you can probably hear our lovely ice maker making some racket. But you can hear overtones and such in there, and minute details you can't get on just a regular speaker. So again, love your comments, and I'd love to hear the answers to the first 2 questions. So thanks for your time. Play on, my friends.